Three old men shared a room at the nursing home. Their room only had one window, but for them, it was the only link to the real world. Ted Conklin, who has been there the longest, had the bed next to the window. When Ted died, the man in the next bed, George Bess, took his place, and the third man, Richard Green, took George's bed. Despite his illness, George was a cheerful man. He spent his days describing the sights he could see from his bed. Pretty girls, a policeman on horseback, a traffic jam, a pizza parlor, a fire station, and other scenes of life outside. Richard loved to listen to George, but the more he talked about life outside, the more Richard wanted to see it for himself. Yet he knew that only when George dies would he have his chance. He wanted to look out that window so bad that one day he decided to kill George. "He's gonna die soon anyway," he told himself. "What difference does it make?" George had a bad heart, and if he had attacked during the night and a nurse couldn't get to him right away, he had pills he could take. He kept them in a bottle on top of the cabinet between his bed and Richard's. All Richard would have to do is knock the bottle to the floor where George couldn't reach it. A few nights later, George died, just as Richard planned he would. The next morning, Richard was moved to the bed by the window. Now he could see for himself all the things that George had described. After the nurses had left, Richard turned to the window and looked out. But all he could see was a blank brick wall.